Hello everyone, for today's video I have a full Meteor themed moveset. This was suggested by Godly Gamer, so if you guys have any moveset theme suggestions for yourself, please feel free to leave them in the comments and the most interesting ones will be used for future videos. And of course, if you do enjoy these videos, please leave a like. So getting into this moveset, we've got Meteor Crash, Meteor Blow and Meteor Strike, and I've been given free choice on my 4th super just as long as it fits the theme of this moveset. And for my 2 ultimates we have Death Meteor and Meteor Burst, and Dragon Burn as my evasive. So getting into the moveset, okay, I know Brody has an evasive called Blaster Meteor or something like that, but the guy didn't suggest it, so I decided just to go with Dragon Burn. Plus I prefer Dragon Burn over Brody's anyway, because it's just more effective in my opinion. He didn't mention a transformation, so I just assumed I had free choice, so I went for Super Saiyan because that's my go-to transformation for Saiyans. But talking of transformations, I will eventually make at least one character from every single race, but for the time being, I just simply do not have enough time to go through the story mode over and over again to level up a character. So, like I just said, they will come eventually, but you just have to wait a little bit. Now, as you can see from my 4th super, I decided to go for Riot Javelin. I wouldn't necessarily say Riot Javelin fits the theme of this moveset, but I picked it more so as an element of surprise attack. And trust me, it becomes very handy in the first fight in this video, which we'll get into in a little bit. As far as my 3 Meteor super attacks go, I mean, they're decent strike attacks, I would admit. I've already spoken about Meteor Crash before. I guess it's okay if you have no stamina, otherwise it's just very inefficient. Meteor Strike and Meteor Blow are very good to finish up some basic combos with, plus you can combo into both of them. But personally, I prefer something more along the lines of Super Mad Dance or Shining Slash. Meteor Burst, as one of my ultimates, is fantastic to be honest. If you break your opponent's stamina, then use the Heavy Smash to send them flying down. You'll typically have enough time to use Meteor Burst, and it's just a pretty good ultimate in general. I can't really say the same thing for Death Meteor, to be honest. It's slow to use, and the meteors that you do throw are slow as well. I mean, they're not like really slow, but they're not fast enough. And finally, Dragon Burn as my evasive, because going into this, I was thinking, well, if I use Dragon Burn and my opponent doesn't have enough stamina to either use an evasive or to vanish, then I could use pretty much every single attack I have here apart from Death Meteor, and they'll hit on because they just won't have enough time to get out of it. So as we go into the first fight, this was a very intense first battle, mostly because the guy had just this combination and I was trying not to get hit with it, and we'll see what happens as we go through the fight. Starting off, there's not really much I can say here, I don't think. I'm just trying to get a feel for him. What I've noticed already is that he's vanished twice, and both times that he did vanish, he immediately backstepped, so I can't really go for the back hit here unless I'm extremely fast and predict it before he even goes for it. So, you know, I need to think of a different strategy here. It is just a bit of a shame that I don't have a beam super attack, because then I could go for the anticipation fist and turn around before he even goes for the vanish and fire it. So you can see, like, I've got a bit of a problem here. I could theoretically go for the Riot Javelin instead, but the problem with that is that the damage that Riot Javelin inflicts depends on how low your health is, and given I have decent health at the moment, it wouldn't be worth wasting 1 bar of ki in my opinion. You may have noticed this, but this guy's gone for a few stamina breaks so far, and I think that was because he wants to get me in just this combination. So again, I just really need to be careful with that. I caught him there when he vanished, so now he has almost no stamina, but I only have enough stamina now to barely get 1 vanish off if I need it. So instead of continuing the combo there with stamina, I decided to use Meteor Crash. I blocked there as he went for the back hit, and I broke my guard, and now he's going to really mess me up. He's got no stamina, so he has to go for the Justice combination if he wants to capitalise on it. So now I'm thinking, oh damn it, okay, I need to really, I need to focus now. So at the next available point, I'm going to go for Super Saiyan 3. Like, I have max ki and almost max stamina, so I mean, I'm not happy with the health that I have, but I do get the Zenkai boost now, plus with Super Saiyan 3, I'm going to get a huge damage increase, and this guy is an Earthling, so I don't think he'll get a boost when he has flashing red health, but because of the situation I'm in, I need to finish this fight off. So I get him in the heavy combo, and when I send him down, I'm going to immediately go for the Riot Javelin, and thankfully, because of the fact I'm Super Saiyan 3 and have flashing red health, that will do an insane amount of damage, and that's going to be more than enough to put that guy away. And oh my god, that was extremely intense for a first fight. Going into the second fight, the guy has Coolest Supernova and Final Kamehameha, 2 extremely powerful ultimate attacks but just very slow to use. As long as I don't get my stamina broken, I should be okay and I shouldn't be able to be hit with them. I've noticed already that he'll vanish after every few hits, so I mean, we're only 15 seconds in, but I'm at a huge advantage right now because I have more health than he does. he only just hit me there for the first time, and I have maximum stamina pretty much, and I already know when he's going to vanish. He did get a very nice perfect block up there when I went for a Meteor Crash, and he has Meteor Crash as well. I just thought that was a bit funny for what this moveset is. I sent him flying down here, and my intention was to use Meteor Burst, but you can see I only had 2 bars of ki there. For some reason I thought I had more. I mean, now I do because we went into a clash. He went for Super Mad Dance there, probably thinking that I was going to rush into him, but of course I didn't. I think I went for a Meteor Strike there. I can't remember because Meteor Strike and Meteor Blow look the same, so you'll have to forgive me. In a second I'll vanish, and he doesn't go for the back hit, so now I'm thinking, okay, I know this guy inside and out pretty much. He's going to vanish after every few hits. He's not going to go for the back hit, and as you just saw there, he went for Super Mad Dance, trying to connect it as I rushed into him, but I knew he was going to do that, so I moved the other way, as you just saw once again. So I know this guy inside and out pretty much, like I've already said. But I will say this, I do think this is a very inexperienced online player. Not a noob, just someone who's very inexperienced online. And I say that because he has Final Kamehameha, which requires 200 TP medals, in which case he's either grinded all of them out, or he's transferred from Xenoverse 1, which I doubt, or I think it's from a very high-end parallel quest where you unlock it. So he's not really a noob, just someone who's very inexperienced. And same thing goes for his second ultimate, which is Kula Supernova, and he goes for it right here, but I have plenty of time to break his guard, and I finish him off almost with Meteor Crash. But like I was saying, he has Kula Supernova, which you can unlock only from getting the Mentor pack from Namco Bandai's VIP corner, so I just think that if you can do that, you're not really a new player, you're just someone who's very inexperienced online, because like I said at the start of the fight, they are 2 very strong ultimate attacks, but the problem with them is that they are extremely inefficient just because of how slow they are to use. So again, strong ultimate, just very slow to use, and that's the balance between them. Going into the next fight, I think this guy was also new because he's only got 1 ultimate, and that's the generic full power energy wave volley, I think it was. The reason I include fight against new players, and by new I mean, well, the last guy was just inexperienced. I don't think he was new to the game, just very inexperienced online and how it all worked, but you can tell that this guy is a new player based off what he's wearing, his attacks, and he's only got 1 ultimate, and the fact he used instant rides like at random almost. So I'm just including this fight against a clearly new player just to show you guys how it looks, what he's doing and what he probably shouldn't do, because I mean, you can just see it right now, we're like 30 seconds in, he's used a lot of his stamina. He's got max ki, but that's not really going to help him because I don't even think he's got Super Saiyan unlocked, and I've got just a ton of health compared to him. So I can kind of just mess around with him to an extent, not fully just let myself go, like I can just really play around with him and try some new stuff on him and finish him off however I want. Here he goes for the full power energy wave volley. I use Dragon Burn to try and minimise the damage, and then I tank the rest of it with my stamina. So here he's standing still, and I was thinking, well, he's either going to go for a second ultimate or he's going to try and turn Super Saiyan, but because he had just under 3 bars of ki, he couldn't, so you know, he's just standing still. But instead he went for Karken, and you can use that with just 1 bar of ki, so that's what he was going for, I suppose. But he broke his own stamina, and that definitely was not on purpose. But so here I go for the Meteor Burst, and that hits, but it doesn't finish him off. And here he hits me with the Kaioken Kamehameha, and I will admit I was not expecting that from this guy, so fair play to him. So right now, apart from looking at the moon, I can just like wait for this guy to try and attack me, then punish him. Like I do not need to pursue him at all now. Here I was letting him hit me deliberately just so I regenerate some ki fast, so I could finish him off with Meteor Burst. Maybe a bit cocky, I don't really care, but I hit him here with Dragon Burn, which will paralyse him for long enough for me to finish him off with the Meteor Burst, and it's a very cool looking attack, I will admit. As we go into the next fight, I think my opponent picked Hit's Pure Progress preset, I'm not sure. What I've noticed so far online, and at least in my own personal experience, is that the people who pick Hit, for the most part, tend to be better players, which is why I wanted to show this fight, because for the most part, this guy, he needs more training, let's just say that. I mean, right there, he went for stamina reset in a situation where, if that was on purpose, there was absolutely no way he would get away with it. I mean, he did kind of get lucky there because I was just too slow in activating Meteor Burst, so he's going to have more than enough time to, you know, move out the way. He sent me flying back there and went for the Molotov time skip. I mean, like, there's just no way he's going to hit me. In a moment, I'm going to get him in a bit of a combo, because I don't really want to use too much stamina here, because I could, I suppose, go for a stamina reset with Dragon Burn, but I don't want to risk it, because if he hits me with the time skip Molotov, then that will do some damage, and I'll just prefer not to at the moment and play a bit more safe. As we exit the clash, this is really when the fight's going to start to end for him, because I'm going to get him in a bit of a combo, and I'm just perfectly predicting when it's going to vanish. He vanished twice there, and once again after I went for the heavy smash. I go for Super Saiyan 3 here just to maximise my damage because I don't want to use a stamina reset because I've had low stamina throughout the entire fight. So I'm just playing a bit more safe here. So instead of using stamina to continue my combos now, I decided to refocus on my ki because I've got a lot of it. And in a moment, the perfect opportunity is going to arise where I can just finish him off with a huge combo just by using Meteor Crash. He goes for the Molotov here, and thankfully in just the nick of time I had 2 bars of stamina recovered so I could use a vanish, and right there I hit him with a Meteor Crash and he's simply not going to have enough time to recover enough stamina to get out of it. So unfortunately that's going to be the end for that guy. Thank you guys for watching so far. There's 2 more fights left. The final fight was extremely intense and close. I wasn't using this moveset, but it was when I was recording to make this video. I know for a fact you guys will love that fight. The problem the guy had, and you'll see it in the fight, was that he turned his back on me towards the end and he was getting very cocky, and ultimately, well, I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm just going to let it play out when he does come up. So thank you guys for watching so far, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.